Good morning, it's Jim with Becky behind the camera, and together we are With It Retirees in Beaverton, Oregon. Well, we make videos about hobbies that we have in the hopes that you might get some information or entertainment from it. And one of our favorite hobbies is EDC, or everyday carry. And at the heart of everyday carry are multi-tools. And at the heart and cutting edge of multi-tools is Roxon Company. And their claim to fame is the fact that you can change the blades, the implements on Roxon tools, or many of them, and parts of them at least. Anyhow, what I want to do today is show you the flagships of the Roxon Flex line and what they will hold. So before we go any further, these are flex blades here, and these are phantom blades here. There are 17 total here. Between the two of these, there are about 55, something like that. So keep in mind, short, long, flex. Now let's go with this is the Mini Flex Companion. I got the blades out so you can see them. It comes with either a left hand or right hand blade. It is not a D2 blade. I don't know what it's made out of, but they're nice blades. So it holds only flex short tools, which is, by the way, I'm showing you roughly 50% of the total. These are probably good ones, but roughly half. There's 55 or so in all between the two. So you can put up to 4 of these in there, 3 if you leave the main blade in. This is left hand on this one. So very, very handy little dude. I carry one all the time. On this end, we have a 4mm bit driver. Very, very nice, very nicely located. And for $5 you can buy a set of 4mm bits to go with it. You'll notice that I have this with a T8 on it. You might not, but you do know now. I put a T8 on all my bit drivers around here because these flex multi-tools are sensitive to the tension on the pivot point, the screw on the pivot. If you're having trouble making it work, when you first get it, sometimes it won't do quite what you want with the switching of blades or a bunch of stuff. Take this T8 and loosen this up a little bit. You'll note that there's a screw, there's 2 screws. One's got a little pin in it so you can't get anything in there. The other one's the one you want. Just loosen it up a little with the T8 and try it again, and everything will work better, I guarantee it. And when you get to understand this, it's not a problem, it's an asset, because it gives you complete control over the tension on the knife and the way you can play with it. It's gonna be fun later. Another point to this that I never said, you don't need to have that in the bit holder. You can take it out, and this is not so tight it won't work. I thought I had to have 2 to make it work, and finally I took it out and tried it, and this is a pretty loose setting. So as long as you've got one, you're okay. Anyhow, that's the Mini. Let's go on to the Flex Companion. This is my best friend. It has a D2 blade. The main blades on each one of these Flex Companions is D2. If that's important to you, that's a big deal, because you get that with every one. It has a 1/4-inch drive, or bit driver, which I have necked down, or I have bits that neck down to, again, the T8 for the same purpose. And both of these, I might say, the new one of these, the fluorescent colors, and all of these have toothpicks and tweezers on board. So now we're at the Flex Companion. The Flex Companion holds all of these blades, long and short, giving it a total capacity of 55 different implements. That's about the only thing. It's a little bigger, and it holds 5 instead of 4 total. So some of these, if you note, there's a double there, that takes 2, that's the pliers. Most of them are singles. So for this one, I built my own little kit, which I keep on board if I have any kind of a pouch, a T6, a Phillips head, a flathead, and then you have this one, and so there you have a set 1/4 drive, there you have a set 4mm. Anyhow, this is a very versatile, very nice beast, and now we're going to go on to the newest and the biggest and baddest on the block. This is the Titan. I should say this thing is quite a beast. I had all of these laid out for a day, and I needed to use a multi-tool bad for two reasons. I had to cut a big root, and I had to cut a bunch of zip ties. And every time I reached for the big one, and every time it got me through. I'll show you why in just a second here. We're going to go with it. First of all, this has phantom blades. You can put any of these blades, including the utility blade and a saw, which is the one I used yesterday. I needed to do a root. These are easy fix. I'm not going to show you how to fiddle with doing it because I'll end up fiddling with it. But I needed the saw, so I put it on there. I got this ready. I went out, got the root, cut it, and lo and behold, it was wonderful. And then later, I needed zip ties, and this, you start with this big dog. I'm doing this kind of backwards. It's got a beautiful set of pliers, the nicest ones I've ever held, with built-in cutters that can come out. Very, very nice, but also it's got the nicest scissors shears I have ever had my hands on. These are crazy big, and this is what I use for zip ties, even down at the tip. It will take a zip tie like it's butter. These are the crazy for that. So as you notice, these have built-in scissors, built-in pliers, like so. So you've got a lot of the tools, and of course, built-in knife. So this one clearly has the big boy tools on it. Just a little add-on here. You can get these blades. This is a chameleon, which is just the blade portion of this, or the vice versa, that you can get any of these with quite inexpensively. I thought I would add that. So anyhow, the reason I pulled this one is because I was experimenting. If you take this one here, and this one here, and this one here, loaded, they weigh almost exactly what that one weighs, so you can get an idea of the size of this. So anyhow, that I think gives you a pretty good layout of what you can put in each of these. Oh, by the way, this also has small spaces in it. Excuse me, I've got one of them loaded right now with a bit driver. We could have small tools in it, 4 sets of them, and the other one is loaded with a hacksaw. It could have 2 long ones in it, so you also get that. This thing carries a little bit of everything. And it has a pen in there, a writing type pen. Anyhow, the next one I do, I think we'll talk a little bit about how you might carry something like this to make it work for you.
Did you have a couple tips?
I have one more tip to do. You are absolutely right. That was her job, by the way, and she did it admirably. My final tip, after talking about loosening the pivot screw, is if you have trouble with these, and I did, making them do what you want to do, made it a habit of every time I pick one up, every time I dump all the tools out of it and I put them back. And to start with, that was hard and oppressive. But after a few times, it got easier and easier. Now it's kind of like a game, but I still kind of do that. But just work with it. Dump the tools every time you get it, and very soon you will be an expert at these, and you can make them talk to you. We'll see you next time.